Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Salutation to the Yaki and pushing his word with truth and sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, it be edifying. And topic we want to go into is just labor. Because that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshai called us to do, to labor. He said to Simon Peter, if thou loves, he told him 3 times, if you love me, feed my sheep. And we, according to the scriptures, we know that love is not an emotion, but is an action. You want to show you love the Lord, go out there and do his work. But I'm going to start off with the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 14. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And it says, and unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his own to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So this going into that basically in us brothers in the truth. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, even though he's not here with us, he's here in spirit. He gave us this wisdom and knowledge, however much he gave us, because some brothers have an even bigger portion than others. Some brothers know deeper breakdowns. They can go into the meat. Some brothers have to stick with the milk for a while, build themselves up in the faith. But every brother has their own different measures, but yet the Lord still requires them and to go out there and do the work. It says, verse 16. It says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And just real quick, I want to look up that word trade. It's like a G238, which basically goes into to work, labor, to do work. So when it says right there that then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same. Traded, in other words, work. He worked to get that other 5 talents. The Lord gave him 5 talents. Go out there and get 5 more. Basically trade, double up that money. Don't just sit and do nothing with the money. Go out there and make money. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says verse 17. It says, and likewise he that received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 and went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So now, what's that scene from Friday with the big worm? He said, playing with my emotions. It's like playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. You don't want to do that with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You don't want to. If the Lord told you to go out and do something, you don't want to, go backwards and hide and basically seem like it was nothing to you. And you got to go out there and do what Yahweh Shem Yahushai told you to do. So otherwise, there's going to be a harsh repercussion with the Lord. You don't play with the Lord like that, man. Mm-hmm. But just real quick to touch on that point, it says, because it said that that he went away, as I said right there in verse 14. It says Philippians 2:12. It says, wherefore my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And this is one thing that we have to have in mind, because like the scriptures talk about, the beginning of wisdom and knowledge is to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And we got to keep that fear with the Lord, knowing that if we don't do what the Lord required us to do, so he could judge us. And it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, because you don't know what the Lord will do, But as it's saying right there, that we got to work when we're around brothers, or even when we're not around brothers, because the Lord sees all.
Mm-hmm. Eyes brighter than 10,000 brighter than the sun. I got the one you quoted, the 2 John 1, and 6. It says, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it. Alright? There's another one that says that his commandments aren't grievous. Alright? Love is following his law, statutes, his commandments. The Lord commanded us to do these things, man. Alright? We are all to do these things. Alright? Like the brother brought the scripture about the talents, man. Alright? We're not to hide our talents. We are to let our light shine, man. Alright? Let our light shine in this dark, evil, perverse world, man. Alright? I got another one. This is Matthew 11:30. It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Alright, so it's a light thing, man. Alright, the Lord gave us the tools, the blueprints, everything to do to exalt his name, man. Why not do it? Hey, this is what we have to do. Alright? Hey, be a cheerful giver. Hey, charity covers the multitude of sins. We can never do enough for the Lord, man. It says in Sirach 43:30, when he exalts his name, because we can never go far enough. Hey, the scripture says, rejoice being partakers in Hamashiach sufferings, man. Hey, rejoice and be glad and let our light shine, man. And not hide put our talents under a napkin, or hide our light under a bushel. You know?
That's right. I got one. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 41:14. It says, my children, keep discipline in peace, for wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them? What profit is in them both? So how what's the whole point of having wisdom, but you're not using it, or you're just storing it, you just have it? Right. What's the whole purpose of it? And I'm gonna continue verse 15. It says, a man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom. So what does that tell you? If you know better, if you have wisdom and you're not using it, it said that a man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom. That if you have that type of mentality, you gotta be a shitty person to do that, man.
Scripture says, be example to them that are without.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have to be examples, man. Walk that walk. Hey, scripture says, be doers of the words and not hearers only. Hey, we show the Lord that we love him by our actions. Show that we have faith by our works. Show me thy faith without thy works, I'll show you my faith by my works.
Yep. And as it right there, the top verse on 14, it says, my children, keep discipline in peace. The scriptures talk about to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. With that, it takes discipline. Putting our bodies under subjection. Fighting the flesh constantly, because even all the flesh wants to do is be in a comfortable position. It wants to go off. But if you're laboring in the spirit, you're gonna do those things that you're gonna keep your body under subjection even more. Right. Because doing that is pleasing unto the Lord. Doing the whole opposite and leaning upon your flesh will get you judged by the Lord.
That's right. This is Micah 2:10 says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So this is not even our rest, man. We are to work. We are watchmen. We have to be examples, man. Let our light shine. Give the Lord no rest. All right, and not hold our peace day and night. Hey, the scriptures talks about the servant that knew the Father's will, but prepared not himself, shall be beaten with many stripes. But the one that didn't know shall be beaten with few. Why? Because you proved that you worse than these niggas out here, man. Because you knew better. Mm-hmm. All right? So now that you know better, you do better.
John. Yo, one more. This is the book of Mark 14. It's like in Mark 13. And I'm going to start at 34. It says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work." So the Lord basically, he did it like the scriptures talk about. He didn't give no man license to sin. Hey, so while we are, under grace, we know that we can't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments 100%, but hey, we're striving to do so. The laws that we could keep, we're keeping them to the best of our ability. And the Lord still commands us to go out there in the highways and byways and teach His word. Basically still keep on laboring, even if I said right there, the master, for the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority unto his servants. So the master's not in his house, but yet he still gave authority to his servants to still get that to still get that working. Don't slack off, even though I'm not here. It says, and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the party to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when his master of the house cometh, at evening, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. And also you gotta constantly be watching, constantly be working, laboring, because you don't know when the Lord's gonna come back. And you don't want him to come back and just, you're caught off guard because you thought you had more time to slack off. The scriptures talk about that put not off the Lord day to day. These are just things to just keep in mind. Because first and foremost it goes to me, man. Hey, just keep on laboring, keep that discipline, and just keep on like the brother read in Micah 2:10, this is not our rest, so we're not even supposed to be we do have our moments where we rest for a little bit, but that's just for a bit, then we go back to laboring.
That's right.
And it's gonna continue like that until Yahweh Shem Yahshai returns.
That's right.
Because that word is in the book of I think it's Isaiah. 5, 6. Damn. Slovakia. Damn. Or is it in Jeremiah? Salaki. It basically talks about the Lord has said, watchmen, they shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. They're not, because the men of the Lord are not going to make.
Ezekiel.
Damn. Ezekiel. What was it? Let's see.
34. I'll get it for you.
So like it was Isaiah 62:7. It says, I'll start at 1. So like this is Isaiah 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. That's when we'll get our peace. When the Lord sets everything back in order. All right, where the heathen are in the bottom and the Israelites are back on top. Yahweh Shem Yahshai being in full blown authority. Every knee bowing to the Lord. That's when we're gonna be able to rest. But right now, we're facing our captivity. We're facing our punishment. And nobody in punishment ever enjoys being in punishment, because what's the whole point of being in punishment then? Right now, we messed up as a whole nation, so now we got to deal with the curses. But we want those curses lifted off us. So how are we gonna do that? By laboring, man. By hastening in the coming of the day of the Lord, man. But until then, until the Lord comes back, we still got to keep on laboring. Putting in that work.
1 Timothy 4, so that 1 Timothy 4:13 says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by the prophecy which with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. All right, so neglect not the gift, man. All right, and until he comes, man, and this is what the things that we are ought to do. All right, like the brother was going into, man, we gotta work and labor into that rest, man. All right.
John. But that was the whole
Oh, you
point.
had that one?
That No. I just got it for right here.
Okay.
Come on. Hey, Lord willing, with that, and we hope this was an edifying lesson. We'd like to end off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutation to the Yakim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity with charity. With that, shalom and a ball.
Ball.